So how'd he come out?
99, a little over that. Meh. Not too bad. Meh.
Well, that's alright, because we gonna go find a more better one.
Yeah, I was trying to see over here. I saw something crossing the river, but it turns out just to have been a cow.
Yeah.
But just to be sure, I wanted to get a good look, see if it was that male.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna stand right up and walk. And we are gonna push towards an area where we should have a fine opportunity to get you into a much better moose.
It seems like we've been getting a lot of what was it we called it? A lot of females.
Yeah. We're just gonna push right on up towards where the arch is here, and we're gonna cut over the top, because we're at the time of morning now where there's certainly gonna be whitetail activity, but the whitetail activity is gonna be out of this general neck of the woods. If there was going to be another bull moose, he'd have been somewhere right in this area here. And by golly, I'd really like to see you get a really good moose. It's been a while since we've taken a really good moose out of here.
It's been actually a while since either one of us have taken anything. What was it? 167 is about the best I've seen. I think you took that.
Yep.
You've gotten much better than that, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and when it comes down to it, if you're really looking for monster moose, of course, the place to go is White Rime.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it just consistently has bigger animals, and that's just all there is to it. But down on this end, towards the lodge and stuff, they just tend to be a lot smaller. You got to either get up on the other end of the swamp or up into the woods that are north and west here on the map. So
yeah,
we might as well just push right on out of this business here. If we're walking along and we hear a whitetail give a grunt, we'll see what happens. Or if we hear one, moose call. But other than that, we might as well not even waste our time spending 45 minutes creeping up over this hill for something that's not going to be there.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
If we were, way over on the west side of things, then it's worth creeping from island to island over there. There's a lot of moose. Generally, they're not real big, but there's a lot of them, and I think we should go for quality over quantity.
I agree.
Oop, and there was a whitetail buck.
Call, or did you see him?
He called. He's on the side of the hill up there. I'll drop a mark.
Yeah, I didn't pick him up.
Called from right up there. So let's bump, and I'll take the lead. So that we can reduce our noise. Basically, I'm going to push up to the ridge line next to a tree, see if I spot anything out there.
All right.
Check my scent suppression here. How am I doing? 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I better check mine too. Yep.
But Off over this side of the hill, there's a chance that we could have a blacktail buck out there. We could have very nice whitetail. And once you reach me, then I'm gonna push forward over this little hill to the next line of pines.
Okay.
And then from there, oh, there he is.
You see him?
Yep. I just caught his silhouette just past that ridge line. So we've got the boulders out in front of us, and then out past that, there's the ridge line of the hill. And I saw him with his head poked up over the top of that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I heard him.
Yep. So he must be having trouble getting out of those rocks up there. I'm gonna move to the low side here. There's a nice low area. I'm gonna slip along this low area and circle around to the pines.
Okay, I don't see him yet. I don't have eyes on him.
Yeah, he was kind of wandering back and forth. Like I say, I think he might be kind of stuck in the rocks up there, or I don't know.
Sometimes that could be to your advantage.
Yep. Thought I saw him for a second, but I don't think that was him. I think that was a little bit of foliage, just the way the angles are changing. Don't like an uphill shot with the bow, but I may not have a choice here. You can move on up when you're ready. He is standing right there. He's standing so stock still. He's 56 meters out.
Jeez.
He's not real big. He's only going to go 85 to 125 for a score.
Mm.
He's got some really well-developed horns, but they don't have a lot of thickness to the tines. There he's starting to wander his way down the hill. Yeah. Alrighty, well.
You gonna take him or let him be?
I'm gonna see if I can manage to make my way to that next tree and give a call, see if I can pull him to me, because then there's a chance I'll have at least a level ground shot instead of a uphill shot. So I'd take him with the 30-06 right now without any problem. I'd like to take him with the bow though.
Oh yeah.
And I think I may have to reload.
Oh no. Oh. Oh shoot.
What's up?
I don't know. Temporarily lost connection, but it came back all right. He is right there in front of you.
Yep.
Ah, there he goes.
Huh.
No
That
idea.
was kind of weird.
No idea why. I mean,
I mean, you're 15 meters back there, and your camo should be good there. And yeah, I don't know why he would have run like that, but oh well. I guess we're
Wait a
back on
minute.
the.
I bet I
What?
might know. I told
What's
you I
that?
lost connection for a second.
Mm-hmm.
When I popped back in, that was when he jumped.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it might have read it like the startle response when we teleport to a tent or something.
Exactly. God bless. I'm sorry.
Well, look, now if he was a big old monstrosity, I wouldn't have been fiddling around. I'd have poked a hole in him with the 30-06.
Yeah.
He was just a little fella, and it was more a matter of principle that I was making a move on him than anything else. So don't you worry yourself about that at all.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just a connection loss. I thought that was completely kicked. And then I came back and I was where I started from, and it was in the second or so after that he jumped.
Yeah.
I still had my, I was looking through my spyglass, and I was still looking through my spyglass when I came back in. It was really strange.
Yeah, Not a problem. Well, we'll keep pushing towards that little pond, and once we get down into this next low area, we're in blacktail territory, real good blacktail territory. There's blacktail, whitetail, black bear, elk, moose, absolutely everything that's on the map here can be found in this area from where we're going to, right down to this valley bottom that's arching around in front of us on out. We got absolutely everything in the book, so
the last blacktail I've gotten has been about a year, or maybe longer. Maybe longer.
Well, with both of us on the hunt, it could be a little tough. They're mighty skittish.
Yeah.
But we could come across a mighty fine Roosevelt elk coming through here. We're also getting up on the end of things where I've taken all of my albino Roosevelts, so.
Yeah, I've never seen anything but a piebald. I think you took that when we saw that. So.
Well, if we see an albino elk, I'm immediately gonna put you in a headlock, stick a rock on top of you. I just don't know how we would call that one, because that's rare enough and interesting enough now with the trophy lodges that gotta say my altruism only goes so far. I can let go of a big old honking moose. I can let go of a big old black bear. Heck, I can even let a champion whitetail walk by, but an albino critter. That's, oh, well, speaking of bears, there he goes. And it's a chocolate too, Hawk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a chocolate.
How far out? I don't see him.
It was, well, he just took off running. He was right over the edge of this, and it is a big chocolate black bear. He probably one of the biggest black bears I've seen in a long time.
Damn.
You could not only have your black bear, you could have a chocolate and something that potentially could touch the leaderboard here. He was, once we get a look at the size of his track, we'll know better, but
yeah.
Here.
What's your tracking skills on them?
It's not bad. Certainly not as good as I've got on Grizzly and other things, but good enough that I can get on him. And like I say, it's mostly a matter of, all right.
Well, that answers that question.
Yep. Great minds think alike, because that's exactly the same thing I thought.
I've got a tight circle around us. He's not too far off.
Not quite as big as he gave the impression of, but he's big.
I'll tell you though, he's got quite the distance between where his feet touch. He's fleeing.
Yeah, he's not an absolute monstrosity, but it's a decent bear. And the fact that it's a chocolate, you know, that's what makes it particularly interesting. If you're gonna get a black bear, might as well get a black bear worth getting. And he's not taking us too far off course, and there's good moose and stuff down over here too. So
yeah,
I'm happy to. There he goes, right there.
God bless it.
You see him?
Yeah, I see him. He was running too. Shoot.
Well, he's still there. I can still see him trotting his way out. It is definitely a chocolate. About 93 meters now. 83 meters, 85 meters. It's a female. Right there. So, here is the trouble. There's two of us, and we're making an awful lot of noise.
Yeah.
And if we bumper bound, we're going to be moving so slow, we're not likely to catch up to it.
So what do you think? Think maybe you
Well,
should?
what I was going to say is if you'd really like to get yourself a black bear, what you could do is you could take out on its trail
Yeah.
and start working your way up on it. And what I'd do is I'd cut off to the left far enough out that I shouldn't disturb it, and I'd start angling around. You know, I'd kind of take a wide circle around that would get me out of there noise-wise, and you'd have a good chance of catching up and getting a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, if it gets close enough, I might have to go hot on him.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is if you really want to get this bear, odds are is you're going to have to use a firearm.
Yeah. All right,
But
I'll get the tracking him. You might be able to run across something on your if you're going.
well, that's what I was going to say is if I circle around left, there's a chance I'll come across a whitetail or something. And
all right, I'm gonna head on out.
I know you want your bar.
Yes,
and
do not have a black bar, and I definitely don't have any fancy black bars.
yeah. Well, you know, and I mean it's the fact that it's a chocolate that, you know, I think it's worth going after. It's a female and gonna be decent size for a female.
Okay, she's not too far. She ran ahead, but she's not.
Yeah, she's running and pausing, which is why separating like this is going to be better, because basically every time she hears us coming, because there's two of us walking, that's why she's making a burst like that.
Yeah.
With you moving low and slow, you're more likely to get close enough to get a shot at her. If we keep moving together, we'll never get a shot on her. It'll be a long range running shot. I'm right over here at the river, and as we know, the river is Black Bear Central.
Oh yeah.
There are some big buck tracks through here too.
Clever girl. You little sneaky devil, you. She walked downstream.
Oh.
Sure as big as you please. See, I assumed she crossed the river, not walked down it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. There. That's that same whitetail buck. And I spotted a few minutes ago. He's down the river on the bank there. Gave a call. Down in the reeds someplace.
Yep.
There's a doe crossing down there.
She literally has walked down this stream about more than 100 meters now.
Well, I found his one track. I have not been able to find another one. So I did just find a really nice antler. Holy cats.
Nice.
That's an antler.
I have not found an antler yet. Okay. We were just...
And I got a moose cow looking like she might be about to make a move.
Charging?
Yep. And a little forkhorn whitetail. That's right. It said it was calculating the horn, and then it never actually gave me a result.
Hmm.
So I guess the only way I'll know is looking it up. But it was huge. I mean, if I saw a buck with horns on his head like that, I'd definitely wet myself. It was one single horn laying there.
Damn.
Think I'm going to avoid getting charged. I'm definitely in bear territory. Everywhere I look, there's rocks that look like bears.
Oh yeah. Those bear rocks. I tell you, you gotta watch for them.
Yeah, he's a little forkhorn. The itty bitty fella, he'd scored between a 30 and a 70.
Jeez. Starting to think I keep getting close to her and she must hear me, but I don't know how. Because it's like she's always fleeing. She got the roaming and then she was fleeing again.
Yeah, she's picking you up somehow. But I know they made all the bears twitchier.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, Hawk. Holy crap, I gotta go hot. There's no two ways about this.
Go right ahead, man. You might be far enough out anyway.
I have got to go hot on this one.
Maybe
I have not seen a whitetail buck like this in so long. Oh, can I get a prone shot from here? No. Oh, damn it. I gotta calm the hell down.
I think you were out of range, honestly.
You didn't hear that?
I barely heard it. And if the bear did hear it, it would come my direction anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you're 400 meters out. Well, I don't think that this is going to be a leaderboard buck, but this is the biggest whitetail buck I've laid eyes on in the game in probably a year.
Good. It's about time. Definitely get
I
a
just
good...
have not had any luck at all with the big bucks.
You gonna taxidermy him?
Oh, this guy's going on the wall one way or another. Because even if he's not a spectacular score, the rack on him it's just tremendously wide. I mean, just tremendously wide. But this is the kind of whitetail I've been waiting on for ages, absolutely ages. Oh yeah, he's a good-looking fella. Trying to count his points without picking him up. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's a 14-pointer.
Damn.
I do believe. Yeah, he's a 14-pointer. And I think this
Major hits?
I'm really hesitant to collect him just because I get so darn excited. And he looks so darn good, and then it's going to tell me he's a 12, you know, and then I'm going to mad as a wet hen. But I guess I wasn't sure if you were headed in this direction or not, but it looks like you're not at all.
No, I'm kind of far away from you.
I'll collect him up. See, he's a 166, and I just can't possibly imagine that this deer is a 166 with the rack that's on him.
And it's down.
Oh, you got her?
Yep. Saw her out in the water. Now I just gotta figure a place to cross.
Yeah, I just can't imagine how this is only a 166. When you see the picture, you'll understand my confusion. I'm trying to get the angle where you can really see how
massive this animal is.
Yeah, how wide the rack is, and I mean his rack is almost as wide as I'm tall.
Jeez. I don't know where they come up with that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a little tricky to cross, though. Alright, just cross where the bear crossed. That'll work.
This fella's going on the wall.
Well, I think this bear is too. Yeah, kept following her, and she was... she started to cross the river at its wide point, and that's where I saw her. Since you'd already gone hot, it didn't matter at that point. I could go hot.
Yep.
She is a chocolate. That's her. She's 15.394.
Yeah, see, and that's a good score for a female. They run quite a bit smaller than the males here in the game, and I think the biggest female I've ever taken was a 16. You know, a male 15 or 16 isn't that big a deal, but that's a decent sow.
She's pretty.
Yeah, well, that's just it. You know, having a chocolate, she's gonna look real nice because you know the way they redone the hair on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
when you put her when you put her on the stoop, she's gonna be a good one.
Well, I sure tracked her a long enough time, I tell you. She kept me moving.
Well, like I say, that's just it. If she'd have just been a regular black bear, not even bother with it, but being a chocolate, that was worth the effort.